Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to take this outside and get this sanded down with 320, all the filler primer areas. And then on this side, I'm just gonna use a red Scotch-Brite pad just to scuff it up. So that we could put just maybe a real light mist coat of black and then some satin clear on it. I'm not gonna video this part. It's real straightforward. I'm just gonna sand it down with some 320. And then I'm gonna get the 64 out of the spray booth and put that outside so that we can get this in there and get this painted. And then while the car's outside, in another video, I might as well get the underside of the trunk lid, the lower valance below the grill, and the wheel skirts painted for the 64 while the car is out of there, so that later on this week we can bring it back in and we'll start putting on the quarter panel and door trim and stuff like that while I'm waiting on those front end bolt kit. So let me get this sanded down. I'm going to get it taped off. We'll get it in the spray booth and then I'll show you guys how I'm going to paint this. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, it's all masked off, ready to get wiped down. I already blew it off a couple times. I'm going to use some wax and grease remover, really wet it down, let it run onto the floor, and then we can wipe it with some lint-free towels. So it's always good to really saturate this stuff. And if you can, let it run onto the ground. Because it kind of takes the dirt with it. Sit for a second, then we're going to wipe it off. Spray suit on for this little bit that I'm painting. I have the clear mixing up in the mixer, so that's stirring right now. I have some leftover black paint. I don't have a lot. Hopefully this is enough. But we don't have to do a lot. We just need to cover up the gray and then just a light mist coat over the other black that's already on there. I'm going to tack cloth it off too. Get some gloves on. All right, I'm gonna get this set up and we can go out there and put the first coat of black on. just dusted it on there real light. I'm gonna probably just barely make it with the black. So I'm gonna do one more light coat over the areas that were gray and then try to just mist a little bit on the other side. It should match pretty close anyways. I was more worried about the shininess of the clear, the satin clear from one side to the other than the black. So give that a couple minutes. We'll put one more coat of black on it. We'll let it dry for 10 minutes and then we'll put 2 coats of clear over top. Black is on. I don't have any left, so I'm going to clean the gun and get some clear mixed up. All right, let's get some clear mixed up here. This is a 4-to-1 mix. It's just a Summit satin clear. Trying to figure out how much I want to mix here. It's 4-to-1, and we're going to put a little reducer in it just to thin it out a little bit. And we're going to use a 1-3 tip in this old SATA. Actually, this is the wrong one, isn't it? I think I grabbed the wrong one out of here. We're going to use the SATA 3000. It's an old SATA 3000 I've had for probably 20 years. I need to buy some new spray guns, but you know, it's kind of hard to spend $1,000 on a spray gun, but I need it. All right, I need to put a little reducer in this. That'll be more than enough clear for 2 coats. All right, I'm going to get it stirred up, get the lid on it, and we're going to go spray the first coat. This stuff's going to dry pretty quick. It's 80 degrees right now in there, so I'd imagine it's only going to take a couple minutes between the coats. So let me get this stirred up with the lid on it, and we will go out there and put it on. inside's already starting to dull up. So we'll give it probably 10 minutes and then we will put the second coat on it, and then we are done with that. Just gotta let it dry. And then the next video I'm going to make is going to be of the inside of the trunk lid, the wheel skirts, and the lower front valance for the grill for the 64. We'll get those painted, and then I believe everything will be painted for the 64, and we can finish putting that together. Like I said, I'm only waiting on a front end kit and some weather stripping, so at least we can put the doors back, all the trim and everything back on. So all right, I'll be back in about 10 minutes and we'll get a second coat on that. Alright, that's it. I'm going to let it dry for about 20 minutes so that you guys can get a good look at it once it dulls up. With this stuff, you don't have to put it on super heavy. It's okay if it has a little orange peel. Once it dries, you never see it. I don't know what would happen if you ran it, if you would see the run or not. But I just choose to just use this stuff a little bit thinner than normal because it just doesn't matter. I have a little extra. I didn't want to run out. So, all right, I'm going to let that set for a good 15 minutes, and then we'll take a look at it and see what it looks like. All right, there it is. Not fully dry, but it's darn close. Turned out real nice. Both sides match. You'll never see any of that when it goes underneath the car. It looks brand new. Is going to end this video, guys. It wasn't a real long one, just a quick one getting this satin black painted, and then next video is going to be probably tomorrow night. I'm going to do the underside of the trunk lid, that lower grill piece, and those wheel skirts. We'll get those painted for the 59 or for the 64, and then the rest of this week we'll start assembling the 64 because I want to get that out of here so I can concentrate on getting that 59 finished up. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys later.